What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to a brand new episode of Maximus the Fourth. What I have here today is a bottle of Crystal from the makers of Pepsi. Take a nice look at this, viewers. Now, to give you a backstory on Crystal from the makers of Pepsi, the story goes like this. First of all, this is not Crystal Pepsi. It was inspired after the original idea of Crystal Pepsi, but the formula in this is different. So let me give you a backstory and let you guys know exactly what I have here in this bottle of Crystal from the makers of Pepsi. Shout out to DJ Glowing Ice, a YouTuber that goes by the name of Industrial Industries World Radio. This is my final item out of his entire care package he sent me to do reviews. And I am most excited about this one. Gotta save the best for last. Here we go. So as most of you might be familiar with, this right here is an original bottle of Crystal Pepsi from 1992. Now, Crystal Pepsi was discontinued in 1993. And then, 1 year later, PepsiCo came out with a brand new item called Crystal from the makers of Pepsi. Now, what they did, because Crystal Pepsi failed so miserably, is they put together a brand new formula to try to create a secondary clear cola soda. And in the process, after it was out on the store shelves, Crystal from the makers of Pepsi failed way worse than original Crystal Pepsi ever did. Now, the actual name of this soda is Crystal from the makers of Pepsi, and it says right there. Now, that is definitely a long name, but what I can tell you is that almost everybody called it Crystal from Pepsi for short. Now, to give you guys just a little bit more history on Crystal Pepsi, taking a look at what I got, this is indeed an authentic bottle of Diet Crystal Pepsi. And they made so many different cans and bottles that it's just nuts. But while this is linked to Crystal Pepsi, it is not Crystal Pepsi directly. But to follow the story just a little bit further, a YouTuber that we all love and enjoy so very much that goes by the name of Kevin Straley, the LA Beast, he helped bring back Crystal Pepsi in 2015, a campaign that he went on in which he was very successful. And then, the last time that the States ever saw Crystal Pepsi out on the store shelves was in 2018. And this indeed is an authentic bottle of Crystal Pepsi from 2018. My twin brother Parker and I bought $500 worth a piece of these bottles. So this is not a bottle that I just went on eBay to find. I actually stocked up, and I probably have at least 75 of these bottles left, and I've sold a lot of it and have made quite a bit of money off of it. So I won't go any further into Crystal Pepsi. Today, what this video is really going to be about is giving you a review and a taste test on Crystal from the makers of Pepsi. Before we do so, let's look at the nutrition facts. There are 2 servings in this 16-ounce bottle. One serving size is 8 ounces. There are 100 calories per serving, 27 grams of sugar, 27 carbohydrates, and 25 milligrams of sodium. And it says right there, very low sodium. So all you do to find out the true numbers of all of the nutrition facts is you just simply times the sugars, carbohydrates, sodium, and the calories by 2. And that is how much is in there. Now, shout out to DJ Glowing Ice, brother. Man, I am so grateful that you gave me this bottle. I cannot express my gratitude to that man. I love you, man. I love DJ Glowing Ice. He's such a great guy. And I am incredibly honored to be able to sit in front of you guys today and to open up this very rare bottle of Crystal from the makers of Pepsi. Now, I would bet you, just off of my own intuition, as a soda nerd that's been following soda for the last 5 years, that you could indeed probably get $250 from this sealed bottle on eBay without a problem. But you guys know me. I'm not really into selling things, although I do sell some things. I'm into trying them. So like the LA Beast said, we're going to hop back in Doc Brown's time machine, go back to the 80s, even though this is from 1994, and we're going to try ourselves a bottle of Crystal from the makers of Pepsi, ladies and gentlemen. Let's freaking do this. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I am so ridiculously excited. Whew. And it's so old that the metal cap didn't even separate from the ring that would normally stay down here. Woo! Oh my gosh, here we go. Crystal from the makers of Pepsi, ladies and gentlemen, down the hatch. That's not half bad. To give you guys a fun fact, as you can see, the color of this has changed. It's not completely clear anymore, like this Crystal Pepsi from 2018, because what happened is that they kind of messed up with some of the ingredients that they put into these original Crystal from the makers of Pepsi's and original Crystal Pepsi's. And what that did is some of the ingredients caused them to turn yellow. Some of them caused them to turn very dark brown, almost a black looking color. What does this taste like? Well, it's caffeine free. That's nice. I do like that. Whew. That's actually not bad. I'm actually really enjoying this, believe it or not. Come on. Let's try this in a glass of ice. Look at the fizz. There's still some fizz in that thing. It's pretty cool. Whew. This is so incredibly rare, you guys. It's not as rare as a Pepsi Clear, but this is pretty stinking rare. I couldn't even imagine seeing one of these show up on eBay. There's just no way. I mean, it's possible, but man, that old DJ Glowing Ice, he caught some really good items on eBay before they went, you know, at a complete scarcity where you couldn't find them anymore. And he's also done a lot of shopping on foreign auction websites using Google Translate. The guy is just absolutely brilliant. Very, very smart, man. All right, let's down the rest of this Crystal from the makers of Pepsi. I'm not sure what to make of that. I mean, I think they definitely did a pretty good job at trying to make it taste like a cola soda, like a dark cola soda. Um, I don't know. It tastes a lot different than Crystal Pepsi. I can tell you that. It's got a citrus taste to it. That's what I was looking for, and it even says right there, new citrus taste, caffeine free. So I can definitely taste the citrus in it, but I don't know how to pinpoint it. I don't know if it's like an orange, if it's like a mandarin. I'm not sure. But it definitely does taste somewhat like a citrus piece of fruit. That's actually not bad. Just tasting it as it is right now, I would give that at least a 6 out of 10, maybe a 7 tops. That was actually very refreshing. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was the crystal from the makers of Pepsi experiment. And that is the end of this video. Mr. DJ Glowing Eyes, your package has officially been cleared. Yeah! Nobody works harder than I do. I mean, nobody. And I will get monetized. I guarantee it. Before May 9th, 2024. Thank you all for watching. Maximus the Fourth here, signing out. I'll see you next time.